really was the highlight. And even though we saw amazing Genji play from Shadowburn, I think it was Unfixed that put Russia over the top.
Oh, here we go. South Korea coming in now. We'll see how quickly they can take point A, or if they can take it at all, really, depending on Russia's defense. Miro waiting for a chance to jump in there on that Winston. He's been good at breaking the defense. Goes in now to try to disrupt that platform, but immediately taken down by Reds. That is not a good start for South Korea.
Yeah, a little bit discombobulated on the attack right there. Arhan gonna have to fall back. The immediate pickup, they do manage to take a
turn to the fight. Unfixed still alive on the Ana, blocks off the door, grabs a health pack. We'll see how long he can stay alive, because in the end, despite that little misstep, South Korea looks like they're on track for a pretty quick point A take.
The one thing about Miro right there, yes, he probably should not have died on the leap-in, but what he did was he distracted them while the rest of his team got onto the flank and onto the point. They hit the back line super hard, got the necessary kills onto the supports, and that drove Korea to a very fast point A.
Wow, yeah, they made it work. Now Russia having to defend point B, but Korea with nearly 7 minutes.
Zumba can get a little more on charge, but Rubicon! If he can take out the support immediately like that, Rubicon not going to have that nano boost now, Doa.
Let's see if Graviton Surge comes in for Russia. They're trying to turn it around. They drop the Blizzard as well. Arhan pulls out the Dragon Blade. South Korea trying to get this fight back into their favor. A couple kills coming in for Russia, but Arhan not able to really find anything with that. Finally takes out Unfixed in the end. But it looks like for the moment, Russia will hold.
And that was a huge pulse bomb. But yes, Russia is going to hold. It isn't quite enough to push them over the top.
Have an opportunity to get something going. Jaehong looking for some shots, and we talked about what an offensive threat this guy is on the Ana, keeping people healed, but also taking out the enemy. Miro gets a nano boost, goes in after Rubicon, gets slept immediately. Great sleep dart coming out from Russia. Eska, though, gets a couple kills with Tracer in the back line, and South Korea getting to fight this 6v4. Eska finds another one. Ana goes down. It's a good start for the red team. There goes Reds, and the Blizzard comes in. South Korea, though, getting time on that point. Shadowburn trying to turn things around. Can he be a hero going after Tyron? Him to sneak. He's got to be very crafty as he comes in from the side, goes after Reds, gives him a lot of damage to the back. Sound Barrier comes in, though, for Russia, trying to keep everybody healthy, but there's the Blizzard all ready for South Korea, their own Sound Barrier, keeping them up, and that's a lot of kills coming in for Arhan. He's nearly got the Death Blossom, and I don't think he's going to need it at the moment. South Korea taking that point, and they may do it right here. They will. 2 points for South Korea on offense.
Yeah, very close.
And Unfixed has been doing a great job of building up his ultimate with these right clicks. He's been landing them left and right. Unfixed has to pop that ice block, though, as he gets in a little bit of trouble, blocked off by Eska's ice wall. Now he has to back away. Looks like he'll live for the moment, though. It's a main fight. Meanwhile, kills come in on either side. Arhan gets the nano boost, looking for a little bit more on the defensive kill side. Has the Dragon Blade available if he wants to use it. Anak trying to get to the point as the fight went pretty evenly. South Korea just went ahead and killed, and Anak in a bit of a dangerous situation. He's going to get fairly badly split spawned with the rest of his team.
And now we look at Korea. They've got the Sound Barrier nearly up. Godspeed going to be able to match that one, but Miro just being annoying from the top of the arch.
All right, I heard a Graviton Surge go down somewhere. It looks like Russia on the, or South Korea rather, with the defensive Blizzard as well from Eska. Looks like they don't need too much of it as Shadowburn taken out by Miro, and this is kind of the theory we've had with Rubicon here.
Unfixed going to switch over to the Tracer, though, and they're going to try and get a flank, though.
Godspeed sending everybody in with the speed boost. They're going to send Reds deep as well. That Reinhardt Miro a little bit trapped on the side there. Godspeed has the Sound Barrier as well, but Zumba picking up the first kill onto Annex Winston. South Korea defending the point as best they can. Reds swinging away, but he goes down. A kill for Tyron, getting a bit bloodthirsty in the support role. Zumba has that Graviton Shield as well, or Graviton Surge rather as well if he wants to use it, but doesn't even need to. South Korea winning that fight pretty easily. You know, it seems like the longer thing
was Jaehong, the enemy Ana, sniping him from the back line. And Jaehong is such an incredible Ana player. Teams have talked about how he's such an offensive threat as well, and you see that. He killed Shadowburn and Rubicon. And Rubicon goes down again without ulting.
A couple kills for Arhan already as South Korea tries to defend the point once again. Eska will drop the Blizzard, and Reds is on his own. He will join his team in the afterlife, though, as South Korea cleans up the rest of this fight. There goes Anik. And it's exactly what you said, man. I mean,
entire map so far. And there aren't heals for Russia, so they go in and just get whittled down.
Oh boy, Dragon Blade pulled out for Arhan, gets hit with the Bionic Grenade, so he's in a little bit of trouble. Blocked off by the Maywall, he will go down. Kills coming in though for South Korea a little bit more. Anak getting a couple on that Winston. He comes in, he's got the Primal Rage.
It's just about surviving now, Doa. It's going into overtime.
That's right, trying to force Zunba off the point, trying to force everybody from South Korea on the point, but he gets hit with the sleep dart up on the ledge. South Korea, overtime ticking away, and if they can take out Onyx, they should be able to win this map. Here comes the Diva, though. There goes Rubicon, and South Korea looks like they will hold this strong. Zunba gets a nano boost in the end. And as Reds falls, that's going to be probably about it. No, overtime keeps going. They come in one by one, but that's not enough. South Korea will take Temple of Anubis.
Pretty typical Beyblade composition. Misfit style, May and Reaper. So 2-2-2, and Russia at least showing again that they will be running the Genji.
Yeah, as usual. So
same comp. Russia's just been running this same composition for the majority of the playoffs.
Yep, that's right. I mean, they haven't needed to change. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Just trying to slowly edge their way around. Shadowburn going in now. Arhan getting a little bit too far forward, but it's going to be Miro actually. He gets caught out a little bit. Kills coming in for South Korea either way, and Eska claims the final blow onto Shadowburn. Looks like Russia routed for now.
And Ryu Jae-hong nearly at his ultimate.
Looked a little bit dangerous as Miro got brought pretty low, but he was able to be kept alive, which is a big part of the hold there. Maywall protecting Russia as they come in. Eska has a blizzard. He's just going to jump right away. Oh, it actually got trapped behind the car, so not the positioning he was looking for with that. Looks like it's going to be enough. Tense moment there, but that blizzard has a pretty big area, man. Red's on the point, though. Bit separated from the rest of his team. He's going to go down in the end. A punch to the behind. As the blizzard comes in as well, Jaeho goes down, but he gets a sleep dart. That's going to mitigate the rest of the ultimate. And so far, Russia still pushing ahead, but it could be going better. Sound barrier for South Korea as they try to hold on here. Eska loses another member of his team, and he's going to have to back away. It looks like Russia should get point A.
Yeah, South Korea there. Tyrone dropped the sound barrier a little bit too early. There wasn't any major threat. They sort of instinct countered sound barrier for sound barrier, but Shadowburn's going to go down. He gets picked off.
Can they actually turn it around? Zunba gets back in. He's got the nano boost as well. South Korea, I can't believe they're even fighting this. Look how close it is. Nano boost though onto Reds, and that. Oh, he gets hit with the Earth Shadow though. Miro back in there again. And South Korea, they're actually going to hold point A.
Wow, the comeback, even on that long run back. But that was a positional error from Shadowburn. He got picked off.
Yeah.
And his 6v5 started nearly immediately. Shadowburn actually going to get picked off.
It's rough. Eska drops a blizzard as he gets engaged on Russia, trying again for an offense. Rubicon goes down early. Arhan pulling out the Dragon Blade as well. Going after Reds. He's going to take him out. Blizzard not doing a whole lot to South Korea as most of the kills on the feed are looking pretty blue.
Yeah, they are, and they're going to try and come back in, but ANAC
the control point, and if they get full health here, that is a tragedy. Earthshatter comes out. They grab Shadowburn. He pinned him. Miro got the pin on Shadowburn, and now Eska has a nano boost. He gets pinned as well, but he's going to live for the moment. And South Korea decimating Russia. Looks like they will hold. It is overtime though, as ANAC jumps in with that Winston with the Primal Rage. Graviton Surge used. Arhan just guarding the gate, and Korea will full hold on King's Row. What an up. South Korea going back with a bit more of a normal comp. Eska, of course, trying to charge up that ultimate on the Bay.
I can see Eska there just shooting some icicles to zone off the high ground, and everybody going to creep forward. Several members of Korea up in the top of the hotel, and they will drop down and take position, but nice shot from Unfixed.
Yeah,
that's going to ruin the attack from Korea immediately. They're wall.
Oh, there's a pin too. Miro finds Unfixed, gets the kill on that May. Arhan comes in now. Russia finds himself shorthanded, and South Korea looks like they're already on the verge of taking out King's Row. I think that's it.
I think that's it too, Doa. The points ticking up. Russia has to get in there as fast as they can, but Godspeed, the last to fall. He is hunted down by Miro and Zunba. Shadowburn can't reflect that Zarya left click, and there's the Maywall stopping the Winston from coming in.
Just like that, man.
Under 2 minutes. Just like, especially on Anubis, all the work that he was doing to help out, deal with Russia's backline. So let's see him come in. Maywall goes down immediately.
Yeah, broken as well. Russia going with the comp we've seen them use quite a bit of already. Eska firing from the high ground with that McCree. So we'll see how the defense goes. Pretty typical defensive position for South Korea right now.
Yeah, not going to try and fight too far forward. And it doesn't end up very well when they have to have both at the same time.
Oh, here comes Shadowburn. He's got the nano boost as well, but they dropped the sound barrier just in time. There's a sleep dart. Shadowburn in trouble now. Jaehong takes him down. Arhan, meanwhile, getting some time. Oh, but he's frozen up by the blizzard. Kills come in from South Korea, but that was a big Earth Shatter coming in from Reds, and it looks like Russia is going to be able to push the payload a little bit. Wow, it backed up really far, but now they've got some time finally to move it. And yeah, Jaehong handling Shadowburn, but overall, Russia doing a good job in that fight.
Reflected the flashback right there. Bit dicey for a second, but not going to get punished too hard as Eska, and he's going to take out Shadowburn, knowing that there is no reflect left.
And Eska is quite a danger on McCree. Uh-oh. Rubicon getting very, very low. Eska needs to be careful too, though.
Miro just took out two. Hit one with a fire strike and takes out the other with his hammer, and now they're going to back off.
Already, they're in danger of being full held again on the second map in a row. And now, South Korea will go in. They'll drop the blizzard down. Arhan and Jaehong picking up kills already. Anak on his own, and Zumba going to laser him down. Looking for the kill now onto Unfixed, who swapped over to that McCree. But Russia, you know, aside from one kill onto Jaehong, really not able to get anything going.
Yeah. On the defensive side of things, that Russia's going to have a hell of an engage.
Graviton Surge, they do catch 3 in that, but the sound barrier comes in from Tyrong immediately. They're going to give the nano boost over to Reds this time on the Reinhardt. Anik backing away a little bit. Tyrong and Eska grabbing kills for South Korea, so that engage not doing quite enough as South Korea just picks apart Russia in the back. And now, time running out. That is going to be it, and it's another full hold.
Being able to trade means that every time South Korea has an opportunity to Blizzard for Blizzard, and then the rest of their ult economy has just been better managed. They're getting the crucial pickoffs. They know which targets to select.
I mean, Widowmaker too, so we'll see. South Korea, though, with a pretty standard composition here. Eska again on that McCree as they get the payload going. And remember, they do not have to push it very far.
Interesting that Miro's going to be going for the Winston here. You don't necessarily need the Reinhardt on point A defense on Dorado. Usually you have, or point A offense, usually you have it on defense.
Oh boy,
that is going to be a sneaky flank.
Sneaky scientist coming in to the back lines. I don't think Russia's going to be expecting this. South Korea keeps pushing. Yeah, Arhan down though. And so Russia holding strong.
Reflect not going to stop Zumba's damage, but they're still pushing it though. Miro managed to get out of that situation, and they got the kills, and they may just win right here. There's the nano boost though, onto the Winston.
Yeah, nano boost onto Reds onto that Winston, but he gets taken out by Eska, who's got that Deadeye up. Meanwhile, South Korea trying to keep pushing. Anik goes down. I don't think there's much Russia can do.
Tyrong has been nano boosted. The Lucio nano boost.
They
skating through, styling it right there, and then taking a seat next to the fountain. Didn't matter. Korea managing to zone them out, get the initial kills.
We saw Russia run that comp earlier in the week, and they did great. I mean, they still played around Shadowburn on the Reaper just as well as they did with Shadowburn on the Genji. So I do want to see that switch. We're not going to see it right now as we go into Garden here on Lijiang Tower. Shadowburn still on the Genji. He's a monster on this hero, but South Korea's got it handled, building with the left click. Miro coming up with that Zarya shield, and now Shadowburn going, and he's low though. Has to be so careful. Arhan coming in for the kill, gets forced back by Reds, and they're able to take out Arhan early on. South Korea though on the point, building that up, and Shadowburn going after the support now. Zumba, not the support. Everybody's a support now. Yay! South Korea though will. He is now. We're all supports now. South Korea, though, loses the point to Russia early on, and we'll see if they can take it back. Nice ice wall from Unfixed to keep them out, but South Korea, they're going right back in.
Yeah, they are. Arhan going to get that reflect, jump through the wall. Ice block used by Unfixed. Blizzard already up. He's going to catch and kill Eska and Jaehong immediately.
It's brutal. Zarya shield comes in at the end, but it's not enough. Unfixed got that Blizzard so fast, and will be able to hold the point for the moment. South Korea, though, may be able to get it back here.
Yeah.
Unfixed goes down, and they'll take it.
I mean, what we didn't see was Miro getting into the backline again and taking down some support players. So they are going to eventually flip over this point as they drag in Shadowburn. And actually, the early death right there. Eska going to try and zone him off with the Deadeye, and that's going to cause a cap here from Jaehong on the Ana, sitting on the point.
Yeah, so
set in.
South Korea immediately for South Korea. Arhan pulls out the Dragon Blade, gets taken down though. He gets pulled into the Graviton Surge as well. Now that's South Korea's. Arhan gets up, takes on Red. Eska with a couple kills there, and they'll hold the point again. A full team kill, 6-0 in kills in that last fight.
You can see they're used to watching Shadowburn's Genji play. It's been said before, but he likes to dash directly upward when he comes in.
It's going after your supports. Well, they're going to try anyway. They lost somebody early on, but Miro now in the room with Reds, by a grenade, removing the healing option from that Reinhardt reload, and there he goes. Meanwhile, on the point, the Blizzard comes in for Russia, trying to take it. Miro drops a shield, turns around. He's got that Primal Rage if he needs it, but I don't think he's going to. There goes Godspeed, and the nano boost already on Miro. He's going to pop the Primal Rage too. It doesn't matter. The point is over. South Korea takes it.
We saw this, though.
Terrifying scientist.
Yeah, he just gets back into the lines every single time, and he coordinates so well with Zumba's barriers that he'll just jump in and out of the fight when he has his barrier up, when he has the enemy barrier up. Does get taken down by AMAC, and Russia
2 for 2.
Got to be pushing forward. It ends up being 3 for 3 in the end, but Arhan still on the back line. AMAC gets some damage down with the particle cannon. And they're going to walk up, but Korea's still playing back on the point. They are going to get the first cap.
Yeah. After Godspeed pulls it out, that leaves you in a bit of trouble. Tries to boot back Genji, but he's only going to survive for so long. Wow, he actually does make it through there. That was a very nice handling of Arhan, actually. Meanwhile, the Blizzard goes down on the side, and Russia is able to force South Korea off to the point. They haven't taken it just yet, but it's getting close. But here comes Miro with that nano boost on the Winston. Got to worry about Eska on the side, too. Nice shot by Rubicon. Takes him down. Meanwhile, Reds forces back Miro, and it looks like Russia will hold for the moment.
Yeah, they will. And crucially, Doa, Russia didn't have to invest that much when it comes to ultimates. They're going to have the Beyblade ready. The combination, as we like to call it, between the Reaper, rather, and Ana ultimates. But he's going to fall early. Tyrock actually manages to pick up a kill.
Yeah, Shadowburn not able to really get any damage done on that Reaper. Zumba comes in on the Zarya as well. Wait for it. Unfixed still alive on the Mei, but not any longer, as South Korea will take the point back yet again. That didn't last long. Only 26% gained by Russia there.
Slow down with the Beyblade. They can take this back.
That's right. They can send Reaper spinning in there with the ultimate. There's a nano boost. He's looking for it now, but South Korea splitting up beautifully. They're going to drop the sound barrier as well. And look at that, Shadowburn not really getting anything done with that. Meanwhile, South Korea comes in, and Arhan cuts Russia to shreds.
So they read that so well.
They really
knew that those two ultimates were up, and they took a position on the high ground with Tyro to get the Beyblade and the Death Blossom damage off. So it was just instantly neutralized. Goodbye, Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Yeah, Godspeed.
And Miro just single-handedly holding the choke as South Korea kind of mills around by the doorway. Meanwhile, Graviton Surge
spawn camping him now. And that's about going to do it probably for us, Doa.
I think so.
Russia has to make use of this Blizzard, but they're going to have to throw it down right at the entrance here. Not in at the point like they would like.
Well, 90% now as Arhan gets the nano boost. Going to go in yet again, try to handle Russia. Kills already. Shadowburn does take down Eska. They drop the Blizzard as well, and Arhan frozen up as he pulls out the Dragon Blade. He went down before he got it, but it doesn't matter. South Korea takes the control center. They are 1 round away from winning the Overwatch World Cup.
That's all they had to do.
Few jumping in as we move on to Night Market now. What could be the last round in the entire exhibition match. Miro on the side though pops a shield, and he is just electrocuting everybody. Man, South Korea just tearing Russia to shreds here.
It's those kind of tricks are what we see from Miro's Winston play. He knows exactly where he can maximize the Tesla cannon damage in a choke point. And he knows all these weird high ground ledges that he can jump to and then just rain chaos down from above.
So for any combos to come out. Eska backs away, he gets a little bit low. Meanwhile, there's a nano boost onto Arhan. Gonna look for the kill.
The
flashbang missed. Yeah, he threw it a bit too early. Arhan gets 3, looking for another one. Gets 4, gets 5. Zumba looking for one himself. Eska picks it up to finish the team fight, and South Korea already near 50% here right where he wants them. And nobody really gonna get close to the point, it looks like. Miro still tries to get out. Sound barrier used by Russia as they try to stay alive. South Korea responds in kind, unfixed. Over on the McCree now, gets taken out by Arhan yet again. Meanwhile, Arhan gets that nano boost, doesn't need to use the ultimate, getting the kill. Zumba picking some up as well. You are not prepared. The spray says it all, and South Korea at 90%.
And Arhan never misses an opportunity to show us the you are not prepared stray.
Oh yeah.
And this is it. There's a Torbjorn at the point right now. Unfixed has officially given up.
All right, I guess that's it, man. It's a victory lap for South Korea. Arhan pulls out the Dragon Blade. There goes Russia. Overtime activated, the closest they've gotten all series. But this is it. South Korea will win the Overwatch World Cup without dropping a single map.
Wow, Noah. Wow.
Overwatch World Cup is sponsored in part by Intel, T-Mobile, NVIDIA, and Republic of Gamers.